Sam it upbeat.
I love it.
Hell yeah. This one goes out to the Punkin' Holler Boys. This is an original song, but I swear I stole it from Ralph Ed. But he told me it was okay to play this. So it's called Work, Work, Work. Work, 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 work to be done. Oh, work, work, work. Work will keep on coming. You'll be done, done, done. When you die, die, die. Till then you'll work, work, work. Get to it, son. Get down in that hole. Bring your bucket back. When it's nice and full, you can keep on moving till you hear the whistle blow. Till then you'll work, work, work. Work, work, work. Work to be done. Oh, work, work, work. Work will keep on coming. You'll be done, done, done. When you die, die, die. Till then you'll work, work, work. He's so full of love, it's getting hard to find. Sun don't shine when you're working overtime. Come on, baby, won't you take me on a ride? So I don't work, work, work. Work, work, work. Work to be done. Oh, work, work, work. Work will keep on coming. You'll be done, done, done. When you die, die, die. Till then you'll work, work, work. Until then you'll work, work, work. Until then it's work, work, work.
This is casting. This is how we do it central casting. But yeah, I had an interesting experience. My dad gave me a shirt, just a t-shirt. I don't know why, just had it, and he was like, hey, do you want this? CMA supply. I thought it was kind of cool. And I just put it with my stuff, but I've been moving, not wearing the normal stuff that I wear, and I found that shirt. I put it on, and I was working, and eventually I smelled my dad. You know, like, even though that shirt had been washed many times, I believe he exercised in it, so, like, he really soaked the fibers.
Right.
So then it was like, yeah, I'm smelling my dad, and I got to thinking about, like, when he dies, like, craving that, you know, being like, oh, man, give me another one of your exercise shirts, you know, like,
Yeah. It's like,
so I can carry you with me.
Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah.
I want to meet that dad.
Right?
He's a pretty good dad.
Is he pretty good? What kind of work shirt was it?
It was a CMA supply, so it was like a you know, freight or lumber construction supply company.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's all right. It was a great T-shirt.
Who's the guy who gets to like mist all the logs?
Right.
That's a good job.
John.
Just out in the yard.
John.
It's a John. My dad's named John, so John gets the gig.
John gets the spritz gig.
Yeah, that's what the
We're gonna
best
need you to
boy
go
does.
out there with just like 100 meters of hose and just spray them logs. Not too heavy.
Oh God.
Just keep them misted.
That
Just
sounds
a
good.
damp log. You don't want to soak it.
You don't want a wet,
You don't-
flopping log.
You don't want
know?
it to get waterlogged. You know, that would just be too much.
All right, and welcome to Dudes, Tunes, and Brews. I'm your pal George Corbin. With my cohorts tonight, we've got guest Wayne Pennington.
Do you know?
We've got our co-host tonight, Thomas Mendenhall,
Yeah.
and our other co-host here, Danny String Cheese Marxist.
The DSM. Here for you.
Isn't it?
We've been on a bit of a hiatus from the Christmas episode. We haven't quite cleaned up the Christmas decorations.
More just a winter break, you know?
I like
just a
it.
winter break.
It's like a...
We're keeping it.
Yeah, it's
I'm like a
it's
cat
a little
in this place.
feature
Yeah.
for
Those
the
are-
hat there.
Those are C9s.
That's a worn hat you got there, Wayne.
This hat
Well
has
worn.
seen some shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
she's
a-
getting worn in.
When did you get the
Worn in,
hat?
Snap it. This was one of the first hats. This was one of the prototype hats.
That's the one that was probably the first pressed actually pressed hat. That wasn't the,
Yeah, it's actually
This is-
not 2 hats. It's actually only 1.5.
This is
for the full 2 hats at that point. It wasn't a hat exactly. It's
It was a hat and a half.
It's hat.
It's been the hat revolution for some time now. I'll tell you.
Interesting innovation of the microphone stand.
Is
Here,
this-
let's do that for
It's
both sides.
evolutionary,
right? Is
much
this-
like the hat.
Well, we,
Is
yeah,
this the year of the
absolutely.
shirt? Maybe? Possibly?
I don't know if we're
I
ready
don't know if we're branching out into new merchandise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, how's my hair? I just cut my hair. Is it
Looks
okay?
good. Yeah. Danny can
Freshly faded.
Danny can pull off the frickin' mohawk pretty good.
The
where it's like
mohawk is
Look
in
like
full
a-
effect,
yeah.
maybe.
I
Yeah.
can see white
Exactly.
hip hop star at this point.
easy.
You cut
real
your own
good.
hair.
It's
I think you
beautiful.
guys just let your hair grow. But do you cut
when
your
I
own hair?
cut it, I cut my own.
Yeah.
And I
No.
got damn good at it when I
Yeah.
decided to not look like a bum.
Well, your hair looks great. It's flowing. It's gold.
yeah.
Yeah, his hair looks good, but it's longer.
Right?
And I got fine hair, and if I want it to be short, I'm not gonna fade my own.
Yeah.
That'd be wild. Now,
It
did
would
you
be
get that
wild.
good? Were you fade good?
Yeah, I faded
Oh,
it on the
shit.
sides.
Look at
I would
that.
pompadour, man. I got real good. Now I
Pomp's always
just put
good.
it up in a ponytail, and then I cut it at the end of that, and I'm like, that's good.
That's some Viking
That's
shit.
nice.
Yeah,
When-
that's
what I
great.
do is
It works, though.
I grab the mohawk in my hand, right? And I just go up and
I
yeah.
wish.
Real punk.
No,
shit.
I can't. Shit. You can never cut my hair with just a straight line. You have to come with
yeah,
some
yeah,
jagged
you got to
shit.
design
You
it.
can rock a
Mine's
bowl,
curly.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
very
you look fucking
forgiving.
good.
Yeah, no, I would love a bowl cut.
We all
dude.
collectively cut Josh's hair in the night while he's sleeping.
Just keep.
That's how he thinks
Keep
it
me
just
some
stays
bangs,
the same
dude.
length like that.
I'm all bangs,
It
baby.
doesn't stay, it doesn't grow. He thinks.
Everybody gets a
but
different
he's so
portion,
smooth.
we just cut a different part.
Yeah, get his hair.
Come and get it.
That's right. While he's asleep. And
Oh,
they're just
man.
styling away.
Let's all just shave our heads. Isn't that cool?
No.
Well, that I
right,
considered I considered letting the
Calm
dudes
down.
cut my hair as a segment tonight, but I was like, I'm gonna end up with a shaved head if I do that. So no.
I'll do it for Stone Cold right now.
Oh,
Stone
shit.
Cold!
Oh.
If you want to do a haircut live on Dudes, Tunes, and Brews, give me a hell yeah!
Hell yeah. Ooh, yeah, dude, it's 316.
Yeah, I got at least two
Yeah.
volunteers.
That's gonna be a hot.
That's cool. Have you ever shaved your head?
Yeah, I got it as a punishment one time. You
Oh.
ever done that?
No, I've never punched
Yeah,
somebody
no,
with a
it was
shaved
the
head.
cops. Totally. No,
Yeah, they just-
I used to shave my head as a kid, but my head's fucking big. It's huge.
Yeah.
Can we
lot
curse
of
on here?
square
Yeah,
footage.
yeah.
Big
Yeah.
Irish heads, bro. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Big
it's
old
massive.
schnoggins.
Big Irish heads. It's one day before St. Patrick's Day, so happy St. Patty's Day to you.
Yeah, hell
Well,
yeah.
I'm sure you're seeing this after the fact, but happy St. Patty's Day nonetheless. I'm wearing green. You guys wearing green? I see a little green
No,
over
because
there.
it is Stone Cold Steve Austin Day, brother.
That's right.
316. We are not
Saint
celebrating
Shamrock
St.
Day.
Patty's Day. Wrong day.
Wrong day, brother.
It's Stone Cold Day. 316. Hell.
So I'm rocking blue. I
Yeah.
should have brought the vest or something.
Something, dude. Yeah. So a goatee. You should have. One of us needed. No, none of us have
No
a
one
goatee,
even brought
dude.
Budweiser, and I really thought about it, and I was like, but God, I love Miller Lite.
Yeah, I gotta get one myself.
We gotta say Miller Lite. Sorry, they're Stone Cold. You gotta switch up. You gotta hit the switch.
Hell
He did
yeah.
The guy
drink
drinks his own
other
beer right
beers.
now, so if you got your own
It's
beer you're
piss.
sponsoring.
Have you guys
Yeah, I
tried
know,
it?
but like,
Oh, we
Stone
gotta
Cold
get
beer?
some. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
we
bring it
should've
from
gotten
Texas. Can you get it here?
I don't
I
know
bet
anything
Party
about it.
Pack or something has it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I assumed it was a thing that existed. Never got into it, but it
cheap as fuck liquors.
It's
that'd
not
just be
good.
like Duff beer, where it's just hams.
Right?
Yeah.
But just
Well,
branded.
Where like they have all the different names, but it's the same vat that it's coming from.
Yeah.
It's like
Different spouts of the gutter.
Yeah,
Which
exactly.
spout did it make it to? And this is probably
This-
spout like 5 from the end.
Yeah, right.
The spout determines the flavoring. Like it's like, oh, this went through the fifth spout. Like, we'll label it Duff. Okay.
Man, like he has enough brain damage from wrestling, he can't taste it.
Oh snap, dude! Have
He's
you ever
a
met a
smart
wrestler?
man. How dare you?
See, I know.
I wrote a song for our local wrestler because I love the local wrestling scene. That we
Really?
have.
You got
It's
into the local
massive,
scene?
yeah.
Yeah,
It's actually really big. It's
Which wrestler?
such a fun thing to pass. I did one for a dude. I don't remember what his wrestling name is, but Benjamin Hanlon.
Okay.
nice.
Yeah, and I was like, "You want like an acoustic, like bluesy song?" And he's like, "Hell yeah!" And I wrote a song called "I Am the Fear."
oh,
And
Nice.
it
Is it
hit
available?
so hard. You can find it on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for it. It's called I Am the Fear.
I Am the Fear.
Yeah.
Ben Handlin. I'll figure out what his wrestling name was.
Cool,
but
dude. That's awesome.
I
That's
too
cool.
have written a song for an Indiana wrestler.
Yeah.
Dick the
Hell
Bruiser.
yeah. Dick the Bruiser. Way bigger than me. Let's go.
Yeah.
What are-
Ain't no messing with Dick the Bruiser. I
He's
ain't
an
doing
old school wrestler.
it. He's a Hoosier.
What are his stats? Like, was he a big fella?
He was a big guy, and he was like an
What was
OG,
his
like
years?
from
Yeah,
like
surprisingly,
even
he was a fighter.
pre
too. That was
Hulk
the weird thing
Hogan.
about that.
You know, like
Bare knuckles, like.
No, it's like there's different specialties
He
of
was
wrestlers. You can be a
85.
bruiser or a fighter or
Sure, yeah.
So Dick the Bruiser, if
Fisticuffing?
he was a fighter, would just be.
I think
comical.
he's a bruiser.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's a bruiser. It's safe to say that he might
I think
be
he's
a
dead.
bruiser.
The Dilf version of
Is Dick
fucking,
the Bruiser dead? Didn't?
He died. Yeah.
Oh, he's
No, Dick the Bruiser's an aerialist.
I could take
Him
him
and Jeff
away.
Hardy, they were flying about.
Woo! All right.
Dick
Well,
Hardy? Oh no.
this is what wrestling does to us, huh? Gets us real hyped up here on Dudes, Stones, and Brews.
Hell yeah.
We
Every
actually-
Friday, WCWO.
We
Wait,
actually,
we're NXT around here. Wait, no, we're WWE.
we actually had a wrestler on Dudes, Tunes, and Brews season
Okay.
1.
I remember
it was,
that.
Big Sue Jackson.
Okay.
He was into the Mexican deal where he
Okay,
put on the
luchador?
mask.
Yeah.
And he was he's a bigger fella. And he would just jump on him and do the
Danny
whole like
DeVito.
It's a twins type situation.
Yeah.
Mixed with Nacho Libre.
yeah. And he was what they call a heel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Learned
So
that
that
terminology.
guy. Yeah.
And we drank sodas on that episode. So
And what a
Check
fucking
that
heel
out.
drinks sodas.
Heel has
the
to crush
softest
the
heel.
ears.
The softest heel I've ever seen. He's an Achilles heel. Okay.
he's drinking diet sodas at that, dude, with rum.
I'll kill for a screaming cold Diet Coke.
I love Diet Coke. You know, Diet Coke
Aspartame.
in a
Real
Coke in a
fuck
plastic
sugar.
bottle never gets cold.
Oh wow.
That's true story there.
Diet Coke in a plastic bottle never gets cold.
Yeah, that's right. You ever try to
It's
put
the
it?
chemicals.
They won't do it. You can sure you can pour it over ice, but that's cheating.
It's true.
Just Diet Coke, it turns out, is what keeps
We
people
will
so
not-
preserved.
We will not reimburse you for frozen cokes, okay? They're not getting reimbursed. They're not like this has not been researched.
I know frozen Coke Zeros or anything like
Oh.
that. It's always just like the Coke freezes or the frickin'
We need
Mountain
diet
Dew.
slushies.
Yeah, where's the diet slushies? Why don't we
stop
need those?
drinking slushies if you need diet slushies?
Yeah.
I'm trying to watch my figures, so
I
give me a
want
Diet
the
Coke
sugar
Zero
rush.
slushie.
Why can't they have them too? What do you mean? I love Diet Coke. I don't know why.
Sometimes you got to go straight to the main vein.
I walked into
Full
BP.
flavored, full sugar.
You just
full
that's the time to do it. Like there's never a substitute. A guy at work brought in sugar-free fudge.
Oh God.
Go to hell. How was it?
It was pretty okay. It was peanut butter, so you can kind of get away from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the one time I think it would work. Maybe a really dark chocolate fudge, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think. Yeah.
How do you even get this set up? In the fudge, the sugar?
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Caramelized goodness of sugar.
What's happening?
So in my musical career, I've had like a bunch of bandmates that have been vegan and stuff, and had a lot of dietary issues. And I figured out that like
People are depressed.
yeah, but they are. Well, I figured out that like I was less happy when I chased remakes of stuff that was like made with sugar instead of just going over just the stuff without sugar or something like that, or something naturally sweetened or something, than trying to chase it. Same with like cheese. Like putting fake cheese on it just ruined it when I could just have no cheese on there and be fine. But I was telling myself I needed all this. kind of like
when you're
faffing
when you're
about.
trying
It's a
for
lot
the
of faffing.
substitute, but still get the same thing.
Yeah.
It's like you're trying to
You're chasing
have your
down.
I
cake
would
and eat
just
it
put
too.
Have your
it
you
cake
know?
and eat it too.
It doesn't work. You gotta commit
I
to a
agree.
different diet. You know, you're finding the alternatives, not I'm gonna have fudge, but it's okay
I'm a vegan,
because
now
it's
I wanna have
filled with
burgers.
plastic.
Yeah.
Actually, that's what helps make it edible.
Well, there's real butter.
Okay.
And there's tallow in there too for some reason.
Tallow?
What is tallow?
No, I just need more. I need more fluoride.
Are we getting tallow fries here? Like, what the hell?
Beef tallow, you get it from the fat. It's the
Yes.
good fat from the bad fat.
Yeah, people are frying their shit and like
It's the
cooking steaks in
CBD and
it.
steak fat.
CBD of steak fat.
I want full
Oh.
flavored
Yeah.
steak fat.
Delta
Somebody
steak
print that.
fat. Not the Delta steak fat, dude.
All right, so this
that
gets
gas
me
station's everywhere.
to our next segment here.
Oh yeah.
AV, what's up with that?
Oh yes. The Dudes, Tunes, and Brews got a little AV lift. Right? We've been doing these 2 microphones, but more recently we started patching it into the Zoom H4n.
Oh yeah, Zoom H4M. Wait, Zoom?
Zoom, not Zune. That was the Microsoft backed, maybe.
Yeah, hell
Yeah,
Which was
and not the video calling conference people either.
No.
Like a different company.
I don't even know how that could happen, that you could have Zoom, the recording company, and Zoom, the AV bridge company, and have them not be like, no, dude, like, you're in my territory. Like, how did that happen?
They have big gang fights, like gangs of New York style fights, like weekly, over who's gonna get the inheritance of the Zoom
Bill
nation.
the Butcher is
Yes,
like,
exactly.
you will not infringe upon my territory.
Yeah, and then they have him
You know, and that's the thing is that happened with the WWF.
Yep.
It did.
Yeah, it
They
did.
had a whole branding
World
fight.
Wildlife
which is-
Foundation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why we now have the WWE.
Yeah.
And did they reel in WCW with all that? They're like, we're gonna buy up all that stuff too.
No, I think WCW flew under the radar.
Yeah, and I think it's like I think it's like SmackDown, Raw, NXT, and then WCW. I think they did buy WCW.
Yeah, I think they all just
it's
kind of
all-
came together.
Because like
It's
Eric
yeah,
Bischoff
we
is
need-
the GM or something.
They went under the same umbrella.
Yeah, it
Heard
happens.
it better when the pandas fought.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Can we get a WWF crossover? Like,
That's what we've been asking for.
Yeah.
Would it be men fighting pandas or pandas fighting pandas? 'Cause
Or pandas fighting
Dick the
men.
Bruiser versus a panda?
I want to
Let's go.
tag team Macho Man Randy Savage, Dick the Bruiser
Hell yeah,
versus just 2 pandas.
No. Versus 2 Peace Corps volunteers. It's gonna be
What's
like
the
We're not
difference?
it's like, it's
Oh yeah!
I think it should be a tag team match with those 2 wrestlers, but they each have a panda.
Oh yeah,
So it's the
So
wrestlers.
it's
trying
a
to-
true
A panda
crossover.
doesn't tap.
dude.
They like
so
get with that
one-sided
bottom
fighting.
pole. Does the foot pole count as a tap out?
Right?
Like maybe you can tap the panda in, but once it's in, it ain't coming out of the ring.
It's so hard to get pandas
Once
to
the
mate.
animal's
What are
out
we
of the
doing these
cage.
days? Getting them to mate? We have to have wrestling matches to get them to mate? I think pandas could go extinct if we have to have wrestling matches to get them to mate. Yes.
Like that's the only thing that does it for a panda
Yes,
anymore. He's like, look, I can't do it
but-
unless I just pinned a dude
and you need to have
in the octagon.
You need advertising, you need a backstage crew, we need proper production value or it's not going over. If the match is under 3 stars, it's not going to happen. We're not mating, okay?
And with that, I think we're going to take a break. And we'll be right back here on Dudes.
Tunes.
All right, I think that was a pretty good little starter.
I think we did great. Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Policeman, please don't take my stuff. Cost me too much money and probably ain't enough to get me through election day. Didn't I hear you say it's alright? It's alright. Hardly way things, it ain't even worth your time. Know there might be a burglary. Are you wasting mine? And oh, this crime scene. Won't you go and be safe? It's alright. It's alright. Hey, Mr. Policeman, please don't take my stuff. Cost me too much money, and you know it ain't enough to get me through election day. Didn't I hear you say it's alright? It's alright. It's alright. It's alright.
2 fresh waters.
I've
I
got
don't
the
really.
Water of God.
Yeah. I
Stone
don't-
Cold
nectar of men.
317.
Stone cold water.
of gods is beer skis.
Yeah.
I need
wanted
to stay
stun my
hydrated,
face, okay?
and that's the bottom line.
And we're back. Welcome back to Dudes
Tons
and Brews.
And,
We're here with Wayne Pennington and Thomas Mendenhall.
Yo, yo,
And
yo.
of course, you got Josh and the string cheese Marxist here. Okay?
Cheese Marxist, watch out, guys.
Did you guys catch that lunar eclipse?
Oh my God! I
man.
caught it
Heard
in the
about
back
the
of my
blood moon.
eyelids. 2:45 in the morning. Tell me I ain't getting in a fucking.
I literally set an alarm
Okay.
so I could get up and go look at it.
Okay.
And here's what I observed. I was
Okay.
like, oh, it's kind of shadowy.
It's a fucking moon.
But here's the weird thing, and I cannot
I'm not
explain
reading
this.
this
I don't know if anybody saw this besides me, but as we approached totality, it looked like the shadow would occasionally be like, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's called the teabag effect.
It's the
It's
teabag
where the
effect.
sun is
It's
just
when
like,
the
dropping
earth-
that teabag on that moon. Like, you know who's boss. You've crossed me enough times. Like, the sun doesn't get to do it often, okay?
Those are massive bodies to move for the sake of teabagging. I mean, I just can't.
Imagine if Jupiter got in on it. Fuck hell. We'd be all done.
That's a heavy part of the party where Jupiter shows up. Like, ooh, hey, what planets are left to hang out with?
Hey, Jupiter,
But-
I got a song you know.
In the spirit of the season, I thought it would be a good idea to try the Bell's Oberon Eclipse.
Oh yeah,
Citrus.
just in
Wheat,
time for the eclipse. Good time in there.
So are we just gonna drink it out of the can? I think we can.
I mean, why not?
I believe we can.
We can. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Hold on a second, Wayne. We retired your hat, but now you're wearing
We're retiring
something
the hat.
I've never seen before. It's
So-
a cowboy hat.
This is the first of its kind, but I do want to say before we talk about that, this is very sentimental. I complained to Josh the first time I was on Dudes, Tunes, Brews. I was like, "Where's my hat?" And he went inside and he was like, "Here." And I think you were like, "I wasn't going to sell this one."
The blood, sweat,
That
and
was the
tears.
one. Yeah, that was the prototype.
And I was like, "Hell yeah!" And I've just worn it. It's starting to like chip away.
We were talking about it in the first segment.
Yeah.
Very
It
It
worn.
smells great.
yeah. Not as dirty as
my
You guys
not
want
as
in on that? There's-
That is a well-worn hat.
Oh, yeah.
That is a man's well-worn
Wait,
hat.
let this guy get in on that. Let him get
Oh,
on
yeah.
that. Damn.
We're gonna retire
My
her
guy's back,
today.
my boy.
And in her place, in the place of the wonderful hat, I decided to make the first ever cowboy hat. Yeah.
Can we get a big Texas Roadhouse yeehaw for that?
Yeehaw!
Shit, yeah. Right.
And without further ado, let's crack that brew. I have not tried this before. The Oberon Eclipse. Citrus
Oberon,
wheat.
is that like a Greek name or something like that? Oberon, that's some kind of like, something like that. It's got to have some kind of thing.
Well, that's a good beer.
Right?
I believe it's Polynesian.
Ooh,
doesn't taste like
I got a pretty
Polynesian
Polynesian
salsa at
baby
all.
waiting for me. I'm a traveling man.
I heard,
Over the
yeah.
seas.
Last time
Yeah.
you were on Dudes, Tunes, and Brews, we talked about how you went down those hills. Very fast.
You know
Yes.
it. I'm a fast man on the hills, but I've been taking a time away from it just because every time you get hurt in your old age, man, you just wonder how many like big hurts can you take, and
Right.
like when you put yourself
That's
in that
true.
condition to take a hit like that, it's like, man, just every time it just takes more time to get over the fear of the wreck afterwards.
Anytime I see like a 40-year-old skateboarder, it's like, holy shit.
Right.
Props.
You know, especially if you're doing some like jumping down some stairs shit all the time, you know. At
Dude, the
least,
people
like,
that jump those stairs, what it does to their body, and then they just get up and do it like 7 more times.
Yeah.
It's like, what? How? Like, you just jumped 20 stairs. Like, it doesn't matter that you landed on a skateboard. You jumped 20 stairs.
So-
True
Like,
death way.
Yeah, that's
So-
some crazy as
oh,
shit.
so
I would rather see a video of somebody going up and down stairs, just walking them safely, one at a time.
So, as a fun thing, my
I like
buddy,
people falling down escalators myself.
yeah, my
Yeah,
good
tough
friend
stairs.
Brad Stiles does some local skateboard teaching and stuff. He's a local skateboarder, so I'll tag along with them and do videoing for him a lot of times. And man, some shit will be as tall as my chest. And they're jumping up to grind
That's
it like it's
wild.
nothing. Like
I
they're
couldn't even
jumping up like
jump
it's
up
nothing.
that
I
high.
can't jump up that high.
Yeah.
Without a skateboard.
Right, yeah,
Let
and the
alone
trucks, yeah.
having to have this whole skateboard thing to go along with it, and then being mad that I didn't get it. I would be mad that I even attempting it. I'd be like, I'm killing it, bro. I got halfway. I'm a fucking stud.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about the people to do like the parkour stuff? If you
Yeah.
could do both, that's kind of what skateboarding is,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Board parkour.
Where's the line?
Ford parkour? Is that a car?
It'd be cool. You have to be really good, because bad parkour is just sad.
Yeah.
Oh, then it's
You
just
can be
one and
kind
done,
of
dude.
okay.
Well,
at
this
skateboarding.
is a good segment though, because you're cringe until you're not, right?
Yeah.
It's like you're bad, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, but then people found out, and you're not bad.
You're just
you know?
strategically bad at navigating until you're good at parkour. You're just-
You
like,
can
oh,
kind of
wrong
hop
path.
over ledges.
Yeah.
You can pick a quicker path.
Nope. Gotta jump this fence and hop this creek.
You're not getting down off a roof.
God.
You don't see country parkour though. Where's that at? Why
Yeah.
aren't they freaking like out
It's
just
flat
hopping?
as hell.
From the
here.
grain silos.
Yeah, 'cause they don't want you to know that cow tipping's a myth.
Oh,
They
man.
gotta keep that under wraps, bro.
It's not a
because
myth.
that's how they get so much fucking tourism. How do they
Wait,
think they're gonna
just-
get
Ye
Have
of
to
the
get the
cowboy
cow.
hat. Tell us
You get
of
the
the
cow
ways.
super drunk. first.
Oh, okay.
And it
Kobe
tips
beef
itself.
style. Kobe
It's fine.
beef style. All right.
How do you get them drunk?
They love beer. Cows
Yeah.
love beer.
Do you think they would love?
It
this
takes like a
overall?
full keg.
You know, I think
You utter fool. Cows love beer. How would you not think of that? Gosh.
everybody loves beer.
You just start giving
I
them
do.
whiskey.
I think cows would like
but
this
they get mean on
This is
whiskey,
tangy.
dude.
Tangy. You know, I've not been a huge wheat fan or wit, right? But I've kind of had a turnaround with it lately.
Quit.
Blue Moon, I always drank in a bottle, but I had it in a can, and it was actually better.
I
Like,
never
I mean,
had
it
Blue
doesn't
Moon in a
taste
can.
very
I have
similar
not.
to the Miller Lite with like orange notes to it.
Yeah,
It
it's
tastes
just
very
got
similar.
it's like it's got an orange in it.
And like as a person that usually doesn't enjoy brews as much as the next person, I'm usually a hard liquor person. So like these are my times when I do the beer
Liquor
stuff
hard.
on the Dudes, Tunes, and Brews.
We appreciate you.
I enjoy this, and it's not aggressive to me. I feel like I can
Oh, it's
finish
very
this,
drinkable.
and I usually don't finish a beer at a bar. I'll
These
get
are
one, but I won't
scary
finish
good.
it. This
I-
one
I
I
s-
would finish. Yeah,
Yeah,
this is good.
I would finish this beer, and hopefully this beer will.
Probably in a Stone Cold Stunner.
I'd finish
Hell yeah!
6 in a night, at least. I'd
What
probably
about
go
the ba-
back for like a 12-pack.
What about the belchability? I feel like it's got a good belchability building up for me.
Just,
There it is.
Just because it doesn't have that bite that allows you to chug enough to get that real good in there.
I think we're displaying good belchability,
It's
fellas.
got a good one. I've got enough to chug
This is almost a
here.
Blazing Saddles bean situation.
What a great movie.
I
What a
love that
terrible,
movie.
terrible movie. What a great
Yes, and they re-showed it in theaters last year, and I was like, who is the most comical people
Where?
I could bring?
Alabama?
No, here, everywhere, dude. And I was like, who's the most comical person I could bring to this? I was like, I gotta find somebody, and I never did, but like that was my dream, to bring somebody that would just be totally appalled by the movie to it, just to see the bloody reaction of it.
How do you think Jess Jones would have liked it?
Oh man, I mean, Jess Jones has got a good sense of humor, and he has to deal with me. So like again,
But
he's
he
on the up
hasn't
and up.
seen it.
But he's a guy that like always he plays that straight man role.
Yeah, but
he
he's
plays
in
that
on it,
like he's
dude.
not into things, but he is. He's
Yeah.
secretly a freak. In the sheets, I bet Jess is secretly a freak, dude.
Jess Jones
Movies.
fucks.
Jess Jones fucks. You've heard it here
Yeah.
first.
Put
heard
it
it here
on a
first.
shirt. Jess,
Fly
put it
over
on
the
a
world.
shirt.
With that picture of him with the orange cat,
Oh.
just says Jess Jones fucks, dude.
Jess
Merch store
Jones
is coming hard.
fucks.
Hey, there you have it. You heard it here first, folks.
Drinks coffee and fucks. Two things. And plays folk music.
Plays sad music, drinks coffee, fucks.
Oh my god. So, a story about me and Jess. Jess came to my open mic when I was hosting an open mic. Which
He
was
came
like
at your open mic?
He came.
He
hard.
comes everywhere
He comes
because
hard.
he fucks.
Because he fucks. Keep it up. Keep up. And, so,
We're keeping it moving. We're skating across the top.
so we meet at this, and
Sorry,
at this
Jess.
time, like, I'm totally different than him. You know, I'm like a guy that came from stand-up poetry, and I'm doing rap and all kinds of crazy stuff, you know? And then all of a sudden he comes with this folk stuff, and out of nowhere we decide to do this duo. And then we get booked at this like almost weekly gig at Hampton Designs in Irvington, which is a nice place. And then we fucking like every week we do sad ass songs, and we're just like looking at each other, we're like, do we make any happy songs? Can we make these people feel happy? And like I would do some because I was improvising, so I would try my hardest, but like really are just We just make you feel, and that's like our fucking pigeonhole. Of
So
music.
would you say after that fortuitous meeting that the gigs they all came together?
Well, I've always had
Over me.
Yeah. I've always had this propensity to make things come together, and when I got him, I knew that we could really make things come, and if we came together, it'd be an explosion. It would be, and it's been an explosion ever since. Very lucrative.
Okay, so we've tried Oberon Eclipse.
Over on a cliff. Yeah, the Over on a cliff.
And
Eclipse and Oberons.
how would you, what would you rate this beverage, Mr. D?
Oh, this is definitely a 4 out of 5 brews, but there might be some micro brews involved. Let me give it another taste test. 4.3 out of 5 brews. It's
Okay.
very drinkable. Like you said, just like a drinkable light beer, but with the orange flavor on top. It is like a Blue Moon. I'll drink it. I'll drink another one.
Yeah, I'll give it a 4 just because I don't like wheat. If it wasn't the wheat, I think it would get a 5 out of 5. I think they're going for the perfect thing, and it's just my personal preference.
No,
It's
I don't
keeps it
like
out
the
of
wheats
5.
either. Yeah.
Yeah, just not a wheat man. And if I was to say it was a 5, I'd be going against my own soul as a non-wheat man.
Yeah, that's for real.
I gotta stand the non-wheat, so you gotta take stances.
Well,
that's
on
fine.
Stone Cold Day, you cannot go against your soul.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you can't tell an Irish lie.
Yeah.
And that's where you have to think is what Stone Cold Steve Austin would think. And I'm not one to break decimals, but I would go a 4.7.
Wow.
It's pretty damn good.
yeah.
You know what I want to do to this beer is make a smoothie.
Yeah.
Put some bananas in there, a couple strawberries.
Maybe a splash of
That's a
Coke
real
Zero.
thing, dude.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be refreshing for a wrestling
That-
match.
oh.
Yeah, dude.
You know
Hell
what?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
it's up there. That's a good one.
I'm gonna go with the 4.6.
Okay.
It's definitely in the exactly what you said with like it's got this almost fruitiness to it. Banana, strawberries, it's right in that realm. It being a wheat, it doesn't have that deep wheat flavor like a blue. I think it's a little less wheat tasting than what the Blue
Yeah,
Moon does.
yeah, it doesn't have a bunch of it. Like again, I have no complaints about it. I like it.
Did
it's
it
just
make-
the fact that I hate wheat is just
Did
the
it-
thing. I just
It-
can't stop it.
It
Like,
is
it's
a
just utter-
springtime beer.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
thick at
Springtime
first,
beer.
and then it
Spring is
smooths
coming.
out.
Bring the shandy.
Spring is
coming.
coming,
Did it make
baby.
you think of the moon at all?
Of course,
No, I could black out on it though.
There's a beer kind of like this called Yellen, Yelen, and it has lemon instead, and I feel like that's a real
Ooh.
vibe.
shandy almost.
Yes, like a
Shandy.
shandy, exactly. And it's like
Like a good shanty.
Everyone likes a shanty coming to the house. Drinking in the garage, we'll be going out.
And we also
everyone
talked.
loves a shandy drinking in
Okay.
the house.
That beer
Everyone
was
loves a
on.
shandy who knows what it's
So-
about. Oh, sorry.
So also, I guess while we get back to talking about Oberon, it makes you sing and dance, like the first.
That's a compliment.
yeah.
You know, it gives you a good merry time.
It's very opa.
It's a show tune.
And speaking of a good merry time, it is coming up on St. Patty's Day, and I scored these shamrock pancakes or cupcakes. Excuse me.
I went pancakes. You lied to me.
Yo.
Stone
And one
Cold
donut?
Steve Austin Shamrock Pancakes.
Yeah,
brother.
Because when he says a cupcake's a pancake, you don't say shit about it.
Talking
With
one
your
cupcake.
candy ass.
With your candy ass, you don't say nothing about it.
Why are there too many donuts in there
That's
as
a vibe.
well? I feel like
Not
this is-
too many. Too many.
There's too many donuts in this. It's supposed to just be cupcakes, but there's too many.
There's too many cupcakes. You understand?
Welcome to
But anyway,
Too Many
I'm
Cupcakes,
gonna
where we go
eat
over
one of
too many,
these
too many.
shamrock cupcakes.
I'm
Cheers to your candy asses.
Now I know,
Okay.
I know you were touching your mustache. You have the same problem I do.
So I'll be looking at some of this up
This
later.
is hell.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for the full.
Hey, we
in
all
one bite.
have
I'm gonna
mustaches.
Go for the one
No,
bite.
no.
One
I'm
bite?
going for the full
No, you
one.
gotta-
Oh, we gotta go one bite.
I'm
No,
going all
we gotta
in.
go one bite.
I'm gonna go one bite, but I'm gonna.
Oh, you're gonna flip the top?
I'm gonna flip the top because as
Put
a
it on the
bearded man, I'm telling you,
inside.
Yes.
That's a clever
with
move.
facial hair, it helps.
All right.
I'm sticking to my guns. I'm going raw.
There we go.
I'm raw dogging this cupcake.
All right.
Here we go. Cheers,
Happy
dudes.
St. Patrick's Day, dudes!
Wow.
Well, you remember that scene where Homer goes to hell?
Oh,
And
yeah?
he's like, have all the donuts you can ever want. And he's like,
And they get tired of torturing him? Oh, God, yeah.
more.
And then he gets got back because he doesn't eat the last piece of the donut to lose his soul, and then he's like gets sent back. They preemptively, and then he eats it anyways. Like fuck this, like Homer, like you can't save him from himself.
Oh, Homer is a great character. I love Homer Simpson.
Dude, the Stone
That's
Cutters
that's 5. Oh, the Stonecutters is so awesome. That's 5 out of 5 cupcakes.
That's 5 out of 5 cupcakes, dude. That was a
Damn
blast.
good cupcakes.
Dude, moist, didn't make it dry at all. Like I got through it, and I'm not racing for the drink, but I
Yeah.
will enjoy the
How
drink.
does it pair with the Oberon? I don't have an Oberon.
Oh yeah,
How's
let
it
me
pair?
let me
Let's
finish
go.
it up.
It does not pair well with the Oberon. It takes away the sweet tones of the Oberon because it's too
It
sweet,
does,
and
you're
it
right.
leaves it to just nothing.
Now hold on,
It leaves in weak
Miller
Valley.
Lite though. I still have. enough
I
icing.
agree that the sugary nature
The
like
orange is
takes the
gone.
Hell yeah.
So you're just left with the wheat, which you hate.
Yes.
Right.
It left in wheat.
So yeah, I get that. But I've
Better
been
with
coming
Miller
around to
Lite,
the
but
wits.
still.
I've been coming around to the wheats.
And while we're on topic, let's talk about Shrek.
Okay.
Okay.
Shrek is green, and we've been mentioning St. Patrick's Day, so that is a good segue.
Get Shrek.
Yeah. Why was the
Shrek.
first 15 minutes of Shrek Schindler's List? That's what I want to know.
Because,
Like they
hey,
were just
now-
like bringing those people in,
Answer
putting
that,
them on
man.
that shit.
You're a rock star.
Get your
No,
game
no,
on.
no.
Here's your game on. Whoa.
What
Gateways or whatever. I don't
what
know.
I love about that movie, watching it in retrospect, is how committed to his land Shrek is.
Yeah.
He's
He's
like,
a goddamn American.
or a Palestinian.
Shrek.
I just want to get back to my land.
Yeah, dude.
Right? Like
Dude.
that's all it is.
all he wants, dude.
That is the main driver, is that he acquired real estate and he is clinging to it with his
okay.
claws.
Real estate is so important to him, it trumped relationships. He
And
had no
clearly
relationship. He
the
needed nothing.
market has skyrocketed,
Yeah.
right? That land is worth so much
Yeah.
on the open market, but he
Yes.
doesn't care
He don't
because it's his land.
Yeah.
It's
They
his
said he was
swamp.
daft to build a castle in a swamp, but he built it anyways. That one fell over into the swamp. And he built another one that fell over and burnt down and into the swamp. But the third one, it stayed up.
Florida.
And soon, son, this will all be yours.
And that's
does
the
that.
story of Florida real estate, ladies
Yeah,
and gentlemen.
huge tracts of land. Fiona did.
Shrek lives in
Huge tracts
Florida.
of land.
I
It
didn't know
turns,
that.
that's where it takes place.
He's a Floridian.
In the Everglades? Okay.
Yeah.
Donkey was supposed to be a gator at first,
Okay.
but they changed that. Shrek was supposed to be Chris Farley.
I did hear that.
know that.
Yeah.
I want to live in the linear life where Chris Farley lived to play Shrek. 'cause
And
The linear life. I
Yeah.
think we got the timeline. Wait.
time
he wants to bring his timelines to where he lives.
existing at the
Yeah.
same time
He wants
as
to
we're
live it-
getting
He's
philosophy.
multiversing.
He's a reverse Highlander. He wants all of his selves to
No
live.
one can live forever. It's like,
There can only be many.
Many. There could only be many.
there can only be a ton of them.
Many donuts.
Yeah. Lowlander.
So look, we have a thing going on Dudes, Tunes, and Brews. Get Shrek'd. You can participate too, where you offer to watch a movie or listen to a CD. It has to be physical media. But then you replace that with the physical copy of Shrek. And that is how you get Shrek'd. Okay? Hashtag get Shrek'd.
Yeah.
Leave
Hashtag
those
Rick
for
rolls
us,
up.
all right? Leave
Yeah.
those for us whenever you do the prank.
And also, I
Circles
think Danny can't tell me how to get Shrek'd. I get Shrek'd responsibly.
Okay.
Always get Shrek'd responsibly.
There's great.
Getting Shrek'd is brought to you by Dudes, Tunes, and Brews. Dudes, Tunes, and Brews. We've got stickers.
Dudes, Tunes, and Brews, the only place you can get Shrek'd.
Get
Shrek. Yeah. I get E-Shrek'd. Don't get E-Shrek'd.
So we rated the beer, we had the Shamrock. I think it's time to take a little break. Good belchability on the Miller Lite.
Oh, the official beer of anyone that likes to get drunk.
The official beer of St. Stone Cold Day, that's for sure.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I guess it should be Budweiser, but we're making it Miller Lite tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would appreciate any beer.
All right, you candy asses. We'll see you after a little break here on Dudes
Tones.
and Brews.
Come on down to the Heartbreak Motel. Get yourself a room. Hold a climbing till you can lose yourself at the Heartbreak Motel. Rooms for one. Out by now. Yes, we take cash, please. No smoking in the rooms. You can do whatever you please, no one's gonna call on you. Sing them sad songs to the paper walls. Everyone's here, just being alone. Say, come on down to the Heartbreak Motel. Get yourself a room. Hold a climbing till you can lose yourself at the Heartbreak Motel. Rooms for one. Out by noon. There's a liquor shop next door that'll carry you of your troubles. There's a man out in the lot that's got what that shop doesn't. You can hear them songs. Sounds just like a long way from home. Down here at the Heartbreak Motel. Come on down to the Heartbreak Motel. Get yourself a room. Hold a climbing till you can lose yourself at the Heartbreak Motel. Rooms one. Out by noon. Rooms for one. Out by noon. It's 15 past noon. You gotta get the fuck out. Bye. Have a good night.
You know what?
Boom.
And you know what? Welcome back to Dudes, Tunes, and
Brews.
I will say that was a frickin' miracle that just happened there. These glasses were saved.
Yeah, they were.
These glasses came from our pal
David Lee.
historian David Lee.
Yeah.
He's a historian.
Yeah.
He studies the historical records of the...
Dudes, Tunes, and Brews.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was the guy that did the Mangina Chronicles.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
He is, he won awards for the Mangina Chronicles, but then he decided to gift us with some of his royalties with this flight. So we've dubbed this the Hard Days Flight. If you've had a hard day, then it's time for a flight. And what we're gonna do here is drink a little styrofoam, but we're also gonna have the Cider Boys
Yes.
Strawberry Magic.
Which is local. I believe that's from Upland Brewing. I brought some Upland Brewing last time. I'm a big fan of what Upland's got going on there. They're always vibing. And some Mythos, which is a Greek beer, which is a fucking awesome beer that is literally all the way from the Greek Isles to here, to our taste.
Are they twist off or they pop off?
I don't
They're
trust
cool
these.
little pop-off thing.
Whoa!
This one's twist off. Look at that. Well, without further ado, let's crack that brew.
Yes, I almost poured the beer like an absolute noob. I'm so
And while they
So
put
sorry.
together that flight, I'm going to sit here and eat this shepherd's pie. Thank you to Vicky. You know who you are.
You know who you are, Vicky. We thank you very much.
Yep. And if you don't know proper etiquette, you always turn your cup to the side a little bit and pour right in there because you want the least amount of action to make that least amount of foam going on. Don't waste your beer. Don't waste that flavor. Savor that flavor and get that perfect pour every time.
Love this shepherd's pie.
That perfect pour every time. Brought to you by Dudes, Tunes, and Brews.
I love the shepherd's pie. Vicky, you and I.
The shepherd's pie is going hard.
Beautiful.
The brews have been poured.
The brews have been poured.
We have 2 of each.
Yes.
So, I'm going to go ahead and grab this glass
Oh, that's
and
number
try
one.
to determine which brew it might be.
Oh, this is
Either the
Wait,
Cider
what
Boys
are the 3
what is
beers?
it?
Hold
or
on.
the Mythos.
What happened, dude?
So
You don't know. The point is, you take a drink and you tell us what you think.
You'll find
Okay.
You guys just distracted us with food and music?
Yes.
That's exactly. Well, you distracted yourself with music, actually.
Yes. With
No,
the
I
tunes,
I will not stand for this.
with the tunes and the brews.
I'll sit.
I like that one.
I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go.
Are you cool with
this.
that?
Well, I do love it. It's at number 3.
What I wanted.
Number 3 is a winner.
Ooh, this one smells like peaches.
It's probably the Mythos then.
Right? Probably deeply the Mythos.
Oh my god.
I don't love it, but it's all right.
Right?
You're drinking the Mythos.
Yeah. It's nothing against the Mythos people.
We don't dislike the Greeks. That's not. What, we don't want to brand a whole people
No.
based on this one beer.
No.
It's the same.
No, no, no.
different?
Mine's
Alright.
like a deep.
Oh yeah,
peach
no,
flavor.
you definitely got the other one,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're up in
What is
Cider
this
Boys
one?
territory.
the Cider Boys.
Oh, that's just juicy juice.
Right? Exactly.
Right, yes.
That's
telling you.
delicious.
Because I was gonna say, like,
Delicious.
the kid in me is drunk.
There you go, my friend. Try that strawberry.
This tastes like perfume.
Yeah, it's not very good.
Yes.
We don't have to trade.
No, you don't have to finish.
Hey, can we mix them or something? I
Mix
Yeah, we'll just
Did
have
you guys
it.
try
I've got that. Let me mix it.
I don't know what you
Did you
get.
try that?
You try that.
Oh, damn.
There we go.
So
I
is
do
it the
think
mix?
this one can save the other beer.
Yeah.
This is the mix.
Okay.
Let's go.
Is it the Chanel number 5 of fucking beverages?
Yeah. Cider Boys and a little bit of Mythos.
I mean, I would suggest trying it.
I'll try it. Thanks, Danny. I'm glad you. It just tastes as good as it did, as just itself.
You're right. It's like such a good flavor. So what I would say is like the
That was good,
Mythos
dude.
has that kind of like
Drink that mix.
Right? The mix is
That's,
surprisingly tasty.
Great. Yeah,
If
the
I was-
other one's trash.
yeah, the other one.
It's terrible.
no, it's, I'm not
That gets a 1.3.
Yeah, it's a 1.3 on the
It's
scale.
like a point. It's a 1. It's a 1. I'm not going to be that disrespectful.
Yeah, honestly, I'd still. It's a
It's
3.5.
a 2. It's a 2.
Honestly, it's a
okay,
3.5.
He gave it a 1.3, then he went to a 3.5.
Because I'm drinking. I mean,
yeah, I would drink
Yeah,
it.
it's not really.
It is not.
I'll
like-
say I was surprisingly satisfied by the combo. I thought it was going to be
Right,
gross,
yeah.
but it was actually quite good. The Mythos Cider Boys combo. You heard it here first,
It's
folks.
tight. And really what I would say about the Mythos is it has a strong forward flavor, but it doesn't have a strong back end flavor.
I agree
and
with
that's
that.
what I like it for if I was, again, if I'm going to drink a lot, I like to prefer something with a less back end flavor.
Good
Now, I'm not a
belchability.
big fan of the front end flavor. I prefer
3
a
out
more
of 5.
lemony front end flavor.
3.5.
Again, it's just the back end of it makes it so it's like you feel like you could pound a bunch. It wouldn't be your favorite to pound a bunch, but you wouldn't have much trouble pounding a bunch.
Well, my favorite thing recently has been the Truth Bomb by Rheingeist.
Rheingeist, I really am a fan of. Yeah.
It's I believe it's an Imperial IPA.
I've been
So
down
like
with
it's the best of
Zeitgeist
both
forever.
worlds. It's almost like when I go to McDonald's, I get the half and half. I get the half sweet tea with the half not sweet tea.
Ooh,
to make it work. You
Like
know
a
what I mean?
sun joint type
You
shit.
Give me
know
a
what I did at
Coke,
McDonald's recently?
Diet Coke, because I'm trying to watch my figure.
Yeah.
Have you
It's
seen
something I had
A
allowed myself to
junior
do.
Western bacon cheese.
Yeah, I need a diet Baja Blast, okay? To Baja
Guys.
Blast my arteries to death.
Guys, I got two things I got to talk about real quick. First off, this whole episode, something has really bugged me about you.
Okay?
This fucking light, dude.
You gotta tuck the light,
I've been
bro.
sucking the light. I've been playing with it. It's gave me like wherewithal of where. Holy
He's
shit!
coming for you.
Oh my god!
Here's a little rule about Dude, Stones, and Brews. If it falls off the shelf,
It's yours.
it's yours.
Yeah. So
Oh shit!
It's like a foul ball.
It's like the quarters machine where you keep dropping it.
And I'm a speedrunner for retro games, and I speedrun Turtles in Time TMNT. This is the second boss from Alley Cat Blues, motherfucker.
Wait, are you talking about the turtles right now? Because I'm pretty sure I got the turtles for you right here.
Watch
What
the
did somebody
birdie.
say? This means you're 40 years old or something like that?
DuckTales too, dude.
DuckTales. Dude, that theme song
Yes.
fucks right along next to Jess Jones.
Yeah, that's Jess Jones fucks material right there.
It fucks so hard. It's one of the only NES games that will catch you a copyright if you let the music play while you're playing the game, because it's just such a distinctive
good.
song.
Boom,
That
Here in Duckburg, aeroplanes, it's a Duckburg.
solve a mystery or rewrite history.
It's DuckTales. Woo!
Dude,
Yeah.
Tunes and Brews does not own their license to this song.
Yeah, let's see if we got copyright struck for that.
We're not that
rendition.
good.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you get copyright strikes for like singing it, doesn't that make you feel a little proud?
Yeah, you got to be proud. If you're
You're
doing
like, no,
something,
I nailed it, dude. Like,
banger.
the computer recognized my game.
yeah,
Like,
they were like, game recognized game. You gotta stop here. Oh man,
Copyright infringement.
copyright infringement.
You're infringing on my heart.
okay, so let's ride on this wave. Okay, we got best theme song intros, cartoon.
Oh, cartoon.
Go. Josh, you got one?
I mean, you just kind of said it.
Besides DuckTales.
Okay, let's take it off the
How
table.
much time do I got? 15 seconds?
You got 15 seconds. Boom.
1, 2, 3,
Time cartoon.
5, 6,
Oh, best intro.
8, 9.
I'll go cheap. I'll go Chippendale's Rescue Rangers.
Ooh.
Chippendale's Rescue Rangers.
Another
Same
beautiful
lineup.
game
I got
for the
pressure on
Nintendo.
me.
Yeah, another beautiful game for the Nintendo. It fucks hard.
You know, I
Moving those
didn't
little
mean to-
apples around, I love it.
Chippendales Rescue Rangers. Chippendale in their danger. Yeah, that song is awesome.
Yeah.
It was
Definitely
just-
probably the same people that made both of them.
Oh,
Like, I'm
gotta
gonna
be,
say,
gotta be.
Like DuckTales,
Just
they're the same in-house
singing it. It's like,
company.
no.
Yeah,
They
were
went
in
to
there.
the office. They were like, hey,
Where's those DuckTales
man,
guys?"
we're working on like a new one. Okay, it's just like sort of two chipmunks. You know, like Chip and Dale. Can you give us something? And they're like, oh, okay, let me punch this up. They pull out their piano. There it goes.
And they gave some soul to it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
It's a punch-up number.
Did you guys see the movie?
Chippendales?
Yeah, they made a movie.
Starring Chris Farley and Patrick Swayze?
Yeah, well, they should have done it.
Yeah.
No, they made a movie recently that was kind of like a modern Roger Rabbit. type
I missed
movie.
it.
Yeah. Miss
I'm
me with
thinking
that. Miss me
Magic
with that
Mike.
shit.
Yeah, it was kind of
Entirely different.
Alright, my pony.
Okay,
It's like,
so
Jesus
we're
Christ.
keeping it going. Wayne, best theme song intros, cartoon. Go.
I mean, I'm going cheap as well. I'm going South Park.
South Park, dude. South Park goes
Big
hard.
song.
Yeah,
It
that's
introduced
good.
people to pray. Like, it was good all around.
One of my favorite things, did any of you guys see this? It was like, I think it was at Red Rocks. It was the South
Yeah,
Park, like 25th
25th,
anniversary live
Oh,
show.
beautiful.
And Les Claypool stood on stage and talked about how that theme song came to be. And like they wrote him and they asked him to do it and he agreed to do it, and then it was like either too fast or too slow, and they did it live. They like played the different versions until like it settled in to the South Park theme that we know, and it's so good.
Two things about that. One, they also portrayed the newest version that came out for the 4th grade, which was more of like a wow kind of. He had this electrical sound. And the second fun fact is Honorary Dude Poopin' Patrick was actually at that show.
Wow.
At the Red Rock show?
Yes.
That's legendary, dude. Yeah, that is one of the greatest concerts in modern memory. Like, that was incredible.
Because they just did that documentary where they refurbed the Casa Bonita, the real Casa Bonita, and bought it and like, refurbed it for $30 million and put their voices in the characters and animatronics and everything. It's just like such a fucking feat. And then to hit it up in Red Rocks with their anniversary. They even did like the Brian Boitano song, which I fucking love from the movie. What would Brian Boitano do?
Dude, the closer, when they did America Fuck Yeah, and they just kept re-racking it. You know, like they end it holding on the note, and then they're like, oh, chicken McNuggets, fuck yeah. Like,
Yeah.
so good. Yeah. Going down to South Park, gonna have myself a time.
Books!
I think.
Fuck yeah!
I think that like, if I'm talking American cartoons, I think I really loved the Gargoyles. I think the Gargoyles intro was just like had that like ambiance, that like dark ambiance.
I don't know the Gargoyles.
Gargoyles.
You didn't see Gargoyles? That was another Disney favorite.
Yeah. Gargoyles, and it had like a dark fucking intro, and it was just like, you know, it made me like every time I was like, oh, this is like a fucking, this is a movie. And then fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Just like fucking when it kicked in, it was just like, bro, take my money for those cards.
Oh shit, when you go there, fucking Pokemon is the
Pokemon's
That's an earworm.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that one
The
sticks
Pokemon
with you.
rap at the end, dude.
fuck yeah.
Pikachu, what is it?
What about the Pokemon movie?
Yes.
Which
dude.
one? We going original?
OG
I mean, they're all
and
beautiful.
2000,
They really
yeah.
are.
Anything with like that's just like I was never into that shit, and then having kids, they kind of got into it, which was like that shit's still happening.
Yeah.
It blew
The
my
introduction
mind.
of Mewtwo. Eevee has
Mewtwo
so many
is
more
hardcore,
evolutions
dude.
now.
Yeah, like
That movie was sick. That was like drama for a child.
It's a drama for a grown adult.
Eevee
I watched that.
I went and saw it at
was
the movie
heavy.
theaters. I gave Pokemon cards specifically for it, dude.
You got gay Pokemon?
Yeah, when I went to
All
the
the
movie theater, they gave out these
One of
cards
the
for
types.
it.
It's
Oh
rainbow.
man, it was great, brother. It was great. That was like that. But
I love the idea of being like, you got gay Pokemon cards? And it's like, no, I do.
Do they
Like,
still-
it's the gay
Still
ones.
breed Pokemon on the game?
Yeah.
Has
No,
that
no,
been
because they're
canceled
gay
yet?
now, I guess.
That's
Oh my
canceled.
God.
No, there's not a gender. You can't tell them what they are. They're all
No.
Eevees. They can be
No.
whatever they want.
you still breed everything with Ditto. It all fucks Ditto. You put Ditto in there, and Ditto gets the fucking.
We've all
okay?
put it in.
All right.
It's fine.
Oh, you just put in Just Jones, and then it gets to fucking...
But
So,
Okay, I'm going to round this
get
out
this
by
with
giving you a sample and seeing if any of you know this theme, okay? Ba-da-da-da-da-da. 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 Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Jubilee on
Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Wow.
Saturdays, that was.
Yeah, that was Saturday, like at 10 a.m., right in the slot. Like, that show was deep, too. Like, it was one of those cartoons that was like, no, you kind of got to watch all of them to really get it. You know, you can tag along for the Saturday, but like there's a story going on here that goes back episodes.
I remember like the
even
Storm storyline.
seasons.
I really like was intrigued with. She would like go to Africa and fight Sinestro
Right?
and
Yeah.
shit. It was a fucking really
Dude,
good.
I mean, the morph, sinister, like all of that shit is still baked deep in my
Same.
mind. That was a great show.
Yeah.
So, the Tick theme song, what was
Ooh.
that?
Oh, that was good.
Yeah.
How did that go?
was very jazzy.
Yeah.
Spoon. was the Tick theme song made by Spoon by any chance?
Maybe.
No, but Spoon was
They
the whole
missed
thing.
a branding opportunity.
I played the I played the Sega game, and if you read deep into the lore in the booklet, it talks about how he has some sort of brain disorder where he forgets things, almost like Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
There's like 100 levels to that game. It's a notoriously, insanely long game.
So fun, dude. I remember like fucking being 9 years old.
I played like two levels.
Yeah.
I do remember like the cut scene where he'd be like, Spoon!
Well, I guess it's
That-
the only thing he finds in a suit and he remembers.
Yeah.
So it's like his brain is like, oh, a spoon!
It's like Memento, but he's Tick.
Yeah, pretty
He
much.
sees the tattoo, Spoon!
It's his 51st date.
51st Spoons.
Did you guys ever see the live action version of that on Amazon?
Oh,
Of the Tick?
The Tick,
With
yeah.
Patrick Warburton?
No. There was a newer version
Yeah.
where it was like
I hate when
more of a realistic kind of approach
Don't
to
do
it.
I don't
It was
want
awesome.
Yeah. We can
don't want it. There's
stop.
nothing
We
I
can
want from
stop
it.
at Patrick
Yes,
Warburton.
yes.
We don't have to keep remaking the remakes.
No. This is one of those things where it was like far surpassing anything they'd ever done.
Wow.
Yeah, and then it just ended on the second season. It's like, you bastards.
I hate
Yeah,
that.
spoon! Yeah, well, if you get a chance, check it out.
I think
America.
the Muppets should tackle the Tick.
Okay, now I'm going to do another. We got to do a lightning round,
Okay.
okay? Live action, best theme songs. I've got one in mind. Go.
Why do I get the...
I have no idea.
This segment is sponsored by Dudes. Dudes and Okay, Family Matters.
What's
Family
your
Matters.
Okay.
Family Matters. Yeah.
Family Matters.
Okay.
Come on, dude. Like,
Sitcom or what?
it doesn't matter. Live action theme song. You can pick anything. I'm going Family Matters.
I heard that.
I'm going Only Fools and Horses. It's
What the fuck is
Yeah. Well, you can't pick obscure shit.
Only fools and horses.
Only Fools and Horses, bro.
He just made that up in this moment
not real.
right now. It's not a real show. It's
Okay.
not a real
It's
show.
a Clint Friesman film
still trying to
from
think.
1950s.
No, it ran for 20 damn years, okay? It's a fucking Pride of the British Empire show, okay?
What the?
And, okay, then I'll go with Are You Being Served, which has like been on WFYI. It's been shown everywhere. I love the Are You Being Served.
Still don't know what you're talking about,
You
but that's
don't?
okay.
You know.
Everybody knows Family Matters. It's fine.
Step by step, and I'll destroy
Step by step.
Yeah,
Step by step. Step by step. Good choice. Good choice. TGIF. Safe.
Same artist that did both theme
I
songs.
believe it. Yeah.
Yeah, it actually
The
was.
Paper Boy.
I think they're actually the same song if you really analyze them.
Yeah. All right, Pennington.
Oh. Gotta go where everybody knows you know.
Cheers.
Gotta go there.
No, that's a good one. That's a good choice.
Norm.
Solid. And by the way, everyone on Cheers is younger than or equivalent to our age.
Okay.
So just so you know.
So I shouldn't be that sad that I'm getting drunk in bars way too often.
They did that all the time.
I identify with Cliff Claiborne
this
way
is
too
my
much.
favorite bar, though.
Josh is Cliff Claiborne.
Cliffy, come on.
All right, so it's coming to you. Best live action theme song.
And why is it Married with Children?
I did think about it. I was like,
Yeah,
man,
nobody
it's
picked
close.
Simpsons
It's
for best
real fucking close.
cartoon theme song. That would have been
Married
excellent.
With children, married with
Love
children.
and marriage goes together like a horse
Horse and carriage.
It's too good.
It is good.
Fuck, I was like, oh, this is great.
Yes.
For me, it'd be The Adventures of Pete and Pete.
Okay.
What the fuck is
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
You remember The
Nice
Adventures of
save.
Pete and
that? Do
Pete?
you know that one?
You can't go obscure.
Whoa, it was a Nickelodeon,
Okay,
it was a Nickelodeon
cool.
show in the early 90s.
Live action?
Easy there, Zeke and Luther. No one's heard of this.
Yeah, wait, the two
Yeah,
brothers
you
that
gotta
were
go
Nick-
more mainstream.
Drinkin'.
More
mainstream re-rock.
There's
Yeah.
The Adventures of Pete and Pete is a
Adventure-
mainstream show on Nickelodeon.
It's not mainstream
I
enough. We don't get it. Judges,
I-
should he come up with another song?
I can't even believe someone would
Yes.
greenlight The Adventures of Pete and Pete as a name and thought it would go somewhere.
The one brother had the tattoo on his arm, Petunia.
You're not helping.
No.
You're not helping. You're not helping.
New song.
Malcolm in the
song.
Middle.
New
Malcolm
song.
in the Middle, dude. Malcolm in the Middle is fun.
Malcolm in the Middle definitely works.
Real
Is that what you're going with? Yeah,
that's
don't let us.
I'm just really confused. You guys don't know The Adventures of Pete and Pete.
How did
How about you
go?
So-
out there? Do you think The Adventures of Pete and Pete should be allowed? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
Michelle Trachtenberg was in it, and she just died.
I'm not gonna fight for Only Fools and Horses. Watch it
Are
if
you
want.
are you locking in Malcolm in the Middle as your second choice?
Sure, yeah.
How
Okay.
did that one go?
It was
so
like
good.
ska upbeat.
Yeah.
Can you repeat the question?
Best live.
You're not the boss of me now.
You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now. That's what it is. Yeah.
Not to.
You're not that big. Life is unfair.
That's a great outro.
Only
Totally.
one of them gets to exist. Modern Family or Malcolm in the Middle.
Well, Malcolm in the Middle.
Malcolm in the
Slam dunk.
Middle. All
Yeah.
fucking day.
And also, does Modern
Not even
Family
a
have a
question.
theme song?
No, they don't. But I'm talking about just in general. Just like if you had to have only one in the universe.
Malcolm in the
Oh,
Middle.
man,
spoke
dude,
for
that's a
those-
tough one,
those
'cause I
poor
really like
bastards.
Modern
It's not
Family,
even
right?
a question.
Modern Family's pretty
Okay,
good.
no,
a good
let's
show.
let's
Malcolm in the
piggyback on
Middle.
that. Let's piggyback on that. Malcolm in the Middle,
Okay.
Breaking Bad.
Ooh.
Only one can exist in the
Oh,
universe.
Only one Cranston. They both were going to be filmed at the same time. Which one? Dude, I hate the wife in Breaking Bad. Let me say that to begin with.
They're both
Skyler,
total
she
bitches.
sucked.
But
I
they
at
did it
least
so
redeemed
well.
The Malcolm in the Middle mom.
Malcolm in
Now, the Malcolm in the Middle
mom.
mom is way better than Skylar.
She was like,
Yes.
I smack
still
my
puts
kids
it
around.
Yes.
Skylar was just a bitch.
Yeah, she just like
Look, Skylar takes a lot of hate that I will not endure. Okay?
Skylar's a bitch.
Skylar's cool. That's what I'm saying. But if we're comparing Skylar to what's the mom's name in Malcolm in the Middle? Do it.
Oh, we can't
Just Malcolm
remember her
in the Middle,
name.
Mom.
Is that hard? That's a
What
part
was
of
her
it.
name?
We can't remember her name. So like, can it really stand up?
Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your
Yeah,
name. You
it's
know,
not
like
there.
that,
It's not
it's
there.
not to Malcolm in the Middle.
No, it's not.
And the theme song goes, hey, smiling strange, you're looking happily deranged. Would you care to shoot me?
Are you picking Breaking
What
Bad or are you
song?
picking Malcolm in the Middle, Josh?
You know, I've only seen the very first episode of Breaking Bad.
Oh,
It's
so
a great
good.
show.
It's
I,
a-
look,
it's
I
really real good.
resisted Breaking Bad for like years because I did not want to watch a show where I identified with a methamphetamine cook. Right? I like
That
just
was
did
such a
not want to do it.
Task.
I set that standard years before, and I would not break my rules.
And he had
Sheriff
broad
Lady.
horizons. Broad horizons were on the front for a while. Then here comes Breaking Bad.
You're like, you know
But
what?
then I started watching the show, and this is what it's just an excellent program.
Yeah.
It really is. It's well made. Everybody involved clearly did their job well. And that's such a magic thing about like entertainment and show business and art is when you like get everybody in a confluence of excellence together. And Breaking Bad was that. Like everybody was in there doing it.
It ended before it got out of hand, unlike Supernatural or something, where it's like once they hit their peak, they kept going on too much afterwards.
Right. No, they
That
knew
one,
how to
Breaking Bad
end
was
it
like
too.
what ended that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Yep, and I've seen the very first episode,
Yep.
and I loved it. And I was like, eventually I'm going to watch it. Kind of like The Godfather, which I still haven't seen.
So off the
will
first
say
Missed the
episode.
third one.
Off the
Missed
first
the third one.
episode.
The first episode's a great
Make
pilot.
a choice.
It's a very good pilot.
Oh, you mean based off the pilot?
Yep, that's all you get.
Pilot versus Malcolm in the Middle.
At this point, I just kill Malcolm in the Middle because I still need to watch Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
It's
And
cool.
I mean, if I don't
So
watch
you heard it here first, folks. If you only have one Bryan Cranston franchise to watch,
watch Seinfeld.
Yeah. And
Straight from-
that was so
Come out
good,
of the
dude.
architect.
That was masterfully punched in right there.
Yes.
It's Seinfeld for the sneak win.
Yeah.
That is the Bryan Cranston show you should watch. And with that,
Thank you, America.
ladies and gentlemen,
Bryan
this has been
Cranston
Dudes,
is
Tunes, and
yours.
Brews. We got Wayne Pennington, Thomas Mendenhall, Josh, and Danny. Thank you for being here on Dudes.
Tunes and Brews. But wait!
But wait, there's more!
This is the Blue Light Special. We've got these Harlow Santana cards. So for those of you wondering, where is Harlow's? Well, he's been on safari. He's been on safari. Okay, so we got some cards here. We're gonna have you guys just choose one, and then we're gonna read them aloud while we. What else is in that cooler there?
There's at least a few things.
We're gonna try a few things, and then we're gonna end this episode with a little bit of Wayne Pennington.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna finish this Wayne Pennington, and Wayne Pennington.
This is Dudes, Tunes, and Brews. Overtime.
Overtime.
Over
All right,
Miller
guys,
Lite.
we're going into the overtime.
I'll go with the Oberon. Is that cool?
I mean, I'll
Choose a card, and then pass it on to your pal Mendenhall.
let's go,
Of the
baby.
Dusseldorf.
Don't read it. Just pick it.
Pick it and hold it, and then we'll let Danny read his first.
I do miss you, Harlos. Last time I was here, we traded jackets. And I gotta say, I just smelt that jacket for days after that podcast, and I just remembered him. And
He's a well-smelling man.
around him, and
Some say it smelled like Danny's dad.
I think he sweated a lot in it. and
Yeah.
Carlos says, Papa.
I miss you.
You can find Harlow Santana on TikTok.
You can find Harlow Santana at harlowsantana.com. And,
If I were to liken my brother to anything in the world, I'd have to say plywood.
oh,
Are we allowed to like punch in our own music and stand up, be like, you know what they be talking about some days? Oh, sorry, I dropped my toy.
this is Dudes, Tunes, and Brews. We'll allow it.
Okay,
It's
okay.
like the Mitch Hedberg
Yes.
note pile.
Yeah, exactly. I want to own a supermarket someday, just so I can walk around dressed like a hobo, eating random things, freaking customers out. My best delivery of it. I tried.
Well done.
Why do you have to own the supermarket
Yeah.
to do that? You can just do that,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
You can do that at any supermarket.
Are you going to talk shit about Harlow's after you?
No, I love you.
You know,
Yes,
what
But I
are
was
you
just
doing?
saying,
What are you
follow
doing?
your
Yeah.
dreams
Yeah.
and do whatever you want to do.
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
You know.
Also, let's not forget that Harlos wrote these pre-pandemic.
Oh.
So there's
It was a different time.
things were different, and
Before-
observations were more like, you know.
Before the,
Observational.
yeah, before the vaccine made him grow a funny bone. Wow, I didn't see that side effect coming. Whoa.
DTB does not endorse the slandering of Harlow Santana.
I
The
love
cool crime of slandering Arnold Santana.
Thomas Mendenhall has quietly walked out of the studio. DuckTales, woo!
Wayne Pennington.
Yeah, here we go, Wayne.
Good luck!
Here we go, Wayne. You got this.
You ever seen a squirrel with nice tits? Me neither.
And scene.
I
That
hope I
was
did that.
excellent.
It had a director's point. Disappointed.
Okay. All right. What is it? Sword in the Stone, Disney. He got turned into a squirrel. Squirrel starts chasing him around. The squirrel that chases around Merlin's got
nice
some big old
tits.
titties.
Yeah, I do
Big old
remember that.
titties. Big tracts of land. Huge tracts of land.
That's a great movie.
Not lying, either.
Sword in the Stone, Disney.
Dude, ask me about boobs.
Can I keep this?
Encyclopedic knowledge. Squirrel boobs.
Also,
Squirrel
I'm gonna
scene,
frame
though.
that.
Sword in the Stone, sleeper hit.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that song
Man,
really did
man.
well.
I love cooking. It's just hard finding good recipes for vegetarians. They're so lean. You almost always have to add ground beef just for the fats.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I believe that brings
No,
us
it
full
was a
circle.
full circle.
That's a callback.
Full
We like to call that.
circle.
Thank you, Harlos, for that callback in the show.
And also, we brought Thomas Mendenhall back because good behavior.
Yep.
And we're going to let him read this card, and we're going to end it here on Dudes, Tunes, and Brews.
Do you ever think Alicia Keys loses her keys? I do. Next time on Dudes, Tunes, and Brews. We love you guys.
Later. Wayne, pick up that guitar.
Shopping his work for him.
go.
His jokes are good.
Strum us something, would you?
What do we want? What do we want?
A little outro.
An outro. Let's okay.
Yeah, go for it.
Mendenhall.
Yep.
Let's see. You guys. Let's you know.
Oh yeah, here we go. Here we
You
go.
got it.
Well, you've been with the crew, the Dudes, Tunes, and Brews, but now it's time to move on with your dudes.
We know you have your choice of podcasts. You can listen or watch anyone, but you watch the Dudes, Tunes, and Brews, and you had a lot of fun.
I just like getting drunk, and I'd rather do it here.
And if we're being honest, all I do most of the time is drink a lot of beer. And oh well, all I can ask for is just some good company. Oh, Dudes, Tunes, and Brews. Hell yeah, baby.
Well, it's Saint Stone Cold Day, and we're coming your way. Saint Stone Cold Day, and we're coming your way. Saint Stone Cold Day, and we're coming your way. Saint Stone Cold Day, and we're coming your way.
Hit you with the stunner, then we do a runner. It's the Dudes, Tunes, and Brews. We got Wayne on the guitar, and we're taking you on out, baby. Dudes, Tunes, and Brews, and we ain't got no doubt. Best season yet. Nothing to lose. Oh, and you got many podcasts to choose, but choose this one, please.
Dudes, Tunes, and
Where'd the gospel come?
Wow.
The gospel of Dudes, Tunes, and Brews.
Say, crack a cold open one for me. Crack a cold open one for me. Crack a cold one open for me. Yeah, play right away. Yeah, said I'm coming over tonight. Said we're gonna get drunk tonight. Yeah, oh we're gonna play. Yeah, we're gonna grin. Yeah, we're gonna feel alright. Said Dudes, Tunes, and Brews. Said Dudes, Tunes, and Brews. Gonna try a new one. Gonna drink Old Reliable. 2 Miller Lite. Old Reliable. Said I grew up drinking, started about 3, and I don't really remember everything. I was blacking out early. Said I don't really recall those years, and I kept you coming. Said I kept it running like a well till it gone on dry. Said I turned to the other side. I'm drinking. drink Stone Cold tonight. Because I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free to enjoy good entertainment like Dudes, Tunes, and Brews. I'm drinking. Hell yeah, brother!
Hell yeah! That was an improvised fun. All right.
The Cowboy Hat is signing off.
Oh. Damn. Oh,
The video.
We gotta. You video?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now what you gonna do? What you gonna do? It's coming true. Oh, oh, oh.
I left a bucket on the porch.
Left the bucket on the porch.
I left the bucket on the porch.
Left the bucket on the porch.
I left that bucket on that porch.
Left the bucket on the porch.
Left that bucket on the porch.
Ain't got no cans.
Hitting that coda. How you doing?
Oh yeah. Oh.
It's Dudes, Tunes, and Brews after hours. The good vibes and the thick thighs coming to you live on Dudes, Tunes, and Brews. Yeah, we had quite a crew tonight, and I'm just so grateful and so thankful that anyone would possibly be interested in carrying on with us at this point. But we do still have some brews to drink, and we have you to think about. So I'm trying to just do something true that makes you know that we are coming right through to you. Dudes, Tunes, and Brews. For you here.
Is that Mythos?
It tells us a story.
Pete and Pete is considered.
Not mainstream.
Yeah, that makes no
It didn't
sense.
make the cut.
That's odd to me. That's really weird. That's literally like.
Let us know in the comments if you think Pete and Pete should be mainstream content.
On Nickelodeon.
Pete and repeat.
No, repeat is Pete and
Pete and Pete.
Pete and Pete.
Whoever they were excellent because. Thank you. All right. Anyway, we're gonna sign off here.
Oh wait, we're still on.
I want to thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Leave us a comment. Say Pete and Pete if you've still been here to the end. And then we'll know who the true fans are. Thank you very much.